Back with this video. This is the Ted Williams Museum charity dinner thing that they did last night. I guess it's charity, I don't know, whatever. Either way, I had a very enjoyable night last night with this. It made for a really long day with getting up so early, going to the Fan Fest, doing a lot of walking. I think when I looked at my phone, I'd walked like 3 miles just at Fan Fest. Um, and then doing this here, it's kind of a not so great setup as far as how they had to do it, but they didn't have a choice. They had to find a new venue to do it in because of FanFest being yesterday. Normally they do it at Tropicana Field, but this year they weren't able to because of the FanFest. So I'm gonna start with some of the pictures, and well, I'm trying to get order to do that. I got so much good stuff. This was like beyond. This was quantity wise. This was nothing. I mean, you guys have seen recap videos I've done where I've gotten over 100. I've gotten almost nearly 200. I mean, quantity wise, I can kill it. This was not a quantity event. This was a by far a quality event, and I got nothing but quality. I'm really happy with this. This to me, that was a lot of money to spend on an event. Melissa gives me heck sometimes, um, because sometimes I can be a little bit too penny pinchy, because I don't like to spend stuff on things. But this was something that I'm glad I talked myself into going to. I am really, really happy I did this. I will for sure be looking at this next year and considering going to this again next year for everything that I got. You guys might not think so. I don't know. You guys leave your comments, obviously, but I think this was a great haul. So I got some pictures here first. This one is Dick Allen, who does not do many signings, doesn't do much of anything. Actually, did him on this. I was trying to actually find if you. I'm not sure what year that Sports Illustrated was. Um, there is a Sports Illustrated. I think it's either, I don't know if it's with the White Sox or with the Phillies, where he's literally in the dugout smoking a cigarette in the middle of the game. I looked and looked and looked for a picture of that and could not find it, so I settled for this. I went to Palm Beach Autographs here in town, and that's where most of these pictures came from. So like these all-time great photos, I thought they were kind of neat. Obviously, they'll never get finished with some of the names that are on them, but I thought they were pretty cool. It'd be something neat just to get whoever on later. This one was Willie Horton, and he right here. A lot of people say he has the tendency to just sign wherever and doesn't care. A lot of people were telling me that last night, so they were saying you'll probably be okay because he's the only one to get on here. They were like, yeah, if you had K Line like right here, they said he would literally probably sign right into K Line or Trammell or whoever. That's just how he is. But this was cool. I thought it was nice to get Willie Horton. I couldn't find just a picture of him, and I was too lazy to go find some off the internet and go print them myself, so I didn't bother with that. Another really solid player. I've gotten him before, several years ago, well, long time ago. George Foster for the Reds. A lot of guys on here that maybe I'll see. Larkin is somebody that I can possibly always see just in Daytona or when Pensacola comes here. So um, that would be, pretty cool. But obviously Sparky Anderson, that one's not going to get done. Same thing on here. Sparky Anderson's on the Tigers one as well. So, and then I picked this one up at the show. It's kind of a grainy picture, but I couldn't find anything here, and I didn't want to put him on a ball. But it's Denny McLain, and he inscribed it 31/6, 1968. Didn't notice it until after I got the picture. It has a little chip here in it, so I was really kind of mad about that. But it's okay. It's whatever, I guess. Denny McLain's not somebody that's very difficult to get, so I'm not overly concerned about later trying to get that. And I'll just go ahead and show this one. This is a beautiful autograph. This one is one I'm really happy with. He was not one of my Hall of Famers that I was really going to go after, but his line was really a good, um, wasn't bad at the time when I got out. So I've got Tony Perez here from the Reds, Hall of Fame 2000. Looks beautiful. The way they do this thing is you get an hour and 15 minutes unless you pay another $100 and get an early entry ticket. Um, it's an hour and 15-minute autograph session, and you get into one line, and there'll be two or three people at a table, and you can get those two or three, and then you can either get back in that line or you can go get whoever. And it's not like, okay, you got this ticket, you have to go here first. It's none of that. You go wherever you want. There were 4 Hall of Famers. You had Wade Boggs, Steve Carlson, Andre Dawson, and Tony Perez. And you had a number of other guys that you're going to see cards here for in just a minute. There were some guys that I didn't have anything for, and then there was guys that I had multiples for that I wish I could have gotten more. Oil Can Boyd was the one that I really wanted to get, and His line, he was in line with Bernie Carbo, and I'm trying to remember who the other former Red Sox was. And I didn't have anything for Carbo or the other Red Sox. And for whatever reason, that line never got down to a point where it was, okay, I can go in that line and go get my oil can boy done. So that was the one that I was actually kind of bummed about not getting. Because I had an 87 tops, and then I had somebody send me a card to get. So I was thinking that's not going to be difficult to get him. Thinking it once I saw what line he was in, I'm like, I'll be able to get that towards the end, and you just couldn't. They actually cut that line off pretty early. I got lucky with the last Hall of Famer I got. I got in line, and they cut the line right behind me with like 20 minutes to go. So anyway, cards that I have. One of one is Scott McGregor. They're only supposed to sign one thing per trip through the line. I had a couple of them at the very end. Come on. A couple of them at the very end when the lines were down and there wasn't very many people. They was like, yeah, whatever. They did everything I had. It was kind of cool. So Scott McGregor on the 87 tops. You're going to see some 87 tops in this one. Now who am I going to show? I'll just show this. Charlie Manuel did 3 of 3. He was the last table that I hit, or he was, excuse me, at the last table that I hit, and he did 3. I've gotten that one before. This is a short print that I picked up, and I got these cards for spring training, and now I don't have to worry about getting them done in spring. But he did all 3 of them. Talked to him for a couple minutes about the Eagles. He was really, really excited for the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Charlie Manuel is a guy that I feel like I could sit down and talk to for a day, and I don't think I'd ever run out of anything to talk about. He's just a super, super nice guy. Happy to have had the pleasure of meeting him on multiple occasions. Um, got Doc Gooden on one. I wanted to hit his line twice, but it just didn't work out. Just like I say, just how it played out. His line stayed kind of steady too. So, and then we've got Ron Guidry, the Gator. Not because he went to Florida. For those of you who don't know, that was just his nickname. But got him on 87 tops. Happy to get that. His line was not long at all when I finally got him. The lines that stayed the longest all night were Wade Boggs and the 3 Red Sox guys. Those lines stayed stacked all night. Okay, so Kevin Kiermaier was in a table along with Jacob Faria and former Ray, now TV analyst Doug Wachter. And I did Faria at FanFest. I had nothing left. I didn't need Wachter. I got to Kevin Kiermaier's line. There was only like 10 people in it. Went and got his done real quick. This was after I'd gotten, I think I went and got this one, and then I was going to go get Guidry because their tables were side by side. So I got Kevin Kiermaier on the 17 Heritage. And then got on the line, went and got the Ron Guidry, and then there was nobody in Kiermaier's line after I got Guidry. So I walked back over, thinking maybe I would just get 1 or 2 Kiermaiers, and Kiermaier knocked out the other 5 that I had. So I ended up with 6 Kevin Kiermaiers. They got him on his 14, which is his rookie card. This is 11 Heritage Minors. This is a 15. This is a Bowman that's not mine. Somebody sent me that for spring training, and I just was smart enough to take it with me. And then 16. And then I've got a couple more left. So the first line I got into was I wanted to make sure I at least got 1 Hall of Famer, and this is the one that I really wanted to get more than the rest of them. The Hawk, Andre Dawson, and you're probably like, Chris, why didn't you get him on a Cubs card? Because more people know him as a Cub. I don't know. I think more people. It may be 50-50, but I think most of you guys are probably right. He probably is more known for being a Cub. But this is the 87 tops, and this is the card I wanted. If I would have gotten him again, gotten back in his line, I would have gotten him on a baseball. So I'm kind of hopeful next year that he returns. And the last guy that I got the line cut off literally like with 3 people behind me, was Steve Carlton. And he did the 87 traded and the 87 tops card for me. This is the traded card. And when I got it there, I was like, I asked like Mr. Carlton, you can do this one because, like I say again, they're only supposed to sign 1. But I had all my book laid out with my what I wanted. If I got multiples, I wouldn't have to go fix my book as I went, obviously. And he was like, "Oh no, there's only a couple people behind you. This thing's almost over. I'll knock them both out." I was like, "Okay, no arguing there." So I ended up getting 2 out of Steve Carlton. That made my night. I was really stoked about that. And the 2 guys that I really wanted to get were Dawson and Carlton. So I started with Dawson. I got finished with Carlton, and then I was able to squeeze in Tony Perez in the middle. I mean, to me, I don't know what you guys. I think that was a fantastic night of graphing. Um, just before I left, decided to grab a mystery baseball. I had the worst luck with these stupid things. I don't know why I do them. Luck kind of changed a little bit. Kind of bummed because the Rays just traded him, but it's Beckett authenticated as well. But I got Evan Longoria, who apparently somebody's telling me doesn't sweet spot baseballs anymore. But Evan Longoria, sweet spot with a '08 AL Rookie of the Year inscription. And then they give you the certificate of authenticity from the Ted Williams Museum. Hitter Hall of Fame certifies baseball has been signed by Evan Longoria. I've met this David McCarthy guy. He's super, super nice. Their executive director. He's a very nice guy. And again, like I say, this was Beckett authenticated. I haven't checked the number on it just to, come on, let's go. There you go. Haven't checked it yet, but Beckett authenticated. That was pretty nice because I don't have to worry about having that. But I was really happy to get that because I've never, in all the years Longoria was a Ray, I never got Longoria in person. Just was never in the right place at the right time. They were selling Longoria everything at Rays Fan Fest yesterday. They were selling autographed baseballs, but they were astronomical. They were like $100. I was like, yeah, no, don't think so. They needed some of the stuff they had was really neat, but the Rays needed to kind of come off of that. How much they were wanting to charge for that, I just thought that was a little bit much. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed all the videos. Hope you enjoyed the recaps. I had a great day yesterday. Hopefully, spring training, if this is any indication of how my year is going to go and how spring training is going to go, then I'm going to just absolutely be beside myself at the end of the season with everything. So, um, I'm this week gonna hopefully do a Gator game. The Gators start their season this Friday night. Hopefully get one Gator game in. I'd like to go Friday night because they're giving away, I think, replica national championship trophies. So I'd like to have that. It'd be kind of neat just to have. Um, and tentatively, it's planned, but I we'll see. Sunday I'll be in Orlando to do the Braves. That is my plan. Sunday is the actual report date for the Braves. Position players, their pitchers and catchers report, I think, Tuesday, I think, for them. So that is all I've got for you guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think about everything. And that's it. I'll see you whenever I have another video for you. Hopefully, I'll be able to get these IP recap videos rolling and you guys can enjoy them and watch them during the year. So take it easy, and we will see you next time.